Yeah.
Vainglorious Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front.
Tell it.
What you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when your square's solid and your circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick a can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
All right. Some Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Knowledge Radio. Place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born Alive. We are here with our Black Content Creator Series. Yes, the series is in full effect, and we are here with one who embodies those concepts. No stranger to the platform. Out here doing amazing things. I think from the last time that we saw her, she wrote about 100 books, at least 100 books since the last time we saw her. And she's here to share her story. Very multifaceted, very multi-layered, very multi-talented. And it's here helping us not only to reshape our imaginations from the written perspective, but also from the vocal perspective and from the coaching perspective. So amazing, so multi-talented. Back here to share a word with us of empowerment today on August the 20th, 2022. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some of the others and welcome back to the platform. The amazing, the talented, the powerful, the brilliant, and the beautiful author Genisha Morton in the building. Welcome back to the platform, sister. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been okay, doing some growing and doing actually more things. I recently passed my test for life insurance. I have one more test to go, and I also became a certified life coach this year. Yeah, and I'm working on a few other certifications, but just expanding so that I can get this business off the ground and running, so that I can be my own boss.
Okay, boss lady. You definitely are your own boss, okay? I knew that from the first day I saw you when you came here on the platform. And you was bossing, lady. You was bossing me around. I was like, all right, what I need to do? All right, let me get this together. Let me get my life together with this boss lady in the building, okay? Because when you see the boss, she is boss lady, okay? So we had some alterations, some life changes that went on in the world and went on in the universe. How have you been faring with all of those changes and adaptations and things like that?
Honestly, when you have not much to lose, you don't realize how big loss is, because you're already in I was already in a place where I was losing everything before. So when the pandemic hit, the only thing I was really concerned about was making sure I stayed healthy, or the people around me stayed healthy, and just normal stuff. It was just like normal everyday life. We just had to, go hard to pick up the hustle a little bit and make sure everybody was good. The isolation part didn't bother me because I was already a loner. Unfortunately, not by choice, but it was just something that I had to get used to doing. So I didn't really feel it like a lot of people felt it, because I was already struggling and I was already battling losing things. So I just felt like I was just going on with, everyday life. And I guess finally people would understand how I felt for once. So I'm grateful that things are getting better. And I know everyone says the new normal, but whether the pandemic happened or not, we would be in the middle of a new normal because nothing stays the same forever. It was going to change anyway. So, it's just adjusting and making sure you take care of yourself. And I was hoping people were washing their hands and using bleach and stuff prior to the pandemic, simply because, you wash your hands and you clean up, I hope. But, so now it's a thing where I've also learned you can't trust the workforce. You can be an amazing employee and they can love you, and then the next day it's over and you're fending for yourself. So it just motivated me to push more into not only building my own thing, but making sure that when I do employ people, I'm not having employees, but I want to have people who work with me so that I can help them build their thing. So when you work with me, it's not permanent. I don't want you to be with me permanently, because then I feel like I'm trapping you in the same way the traditional job traps you and keeps you for however long and then drops you when they no longer need you because they're looking for the next best thing. Well, there is no next best thing. You are the best, and there is nothing else like you. So I want to pull that out of you. Then I want to show you how to build it for yourself to where you have your own thing. Now, if it is your desire to stay with my company or to stay with me, and that is your dream, then I'm not going to deny it. But I want that to be your choice. I don't want it to be, well, I have to work here because I have rent and I have bills, and this may not be my dream, but no, I want to be where you want to be. So if this is not where you want to be, and I understand it, you're working to get there, I'm going to help you get there, because I want to build something where people are living their dreams and they have visions and stuff, and not just the traditional 40-40-40 thing, which is why I'm doing the vision party on October 8th, because I want to help people see that you do have a vision for your life. You do have a dream. And part of that is not just working for someone else and building up their thing. You have something you want to do for you. And we help you get that taken care of. And then you help me find someone else I can help build. So I will always have people working with me. And I'm not ever going to be afraid of losing out on anything, because if you build leaders, then those leaders are willing to build leaders. I don't think any of us were ever meant to just stay in the servant zone. I think we were all created to be amazing leaders as well. So that's my goal, to make sure that I am encouraging young people, older people, middle-sized people to not be afraid to step out on faith and do that one thing or that two things or however many talents God has given you to be great and to create an atmosphere of greatness for folk. It's just time for us. Like, I really want to build a communities for us where we're great. Not that I have anything against any other body, but I'm tired of us being the minority when we can be a majority. So, yeah, so we're major, I want to go get the minorities. And I want to say, hey, look, it's not just Black people, it's Asians, it's Mexicans or Hispanics or Puerto Ricans, whatever. We are great people too. It's not just about one particular person. I even want to get those who are white and have been tossed aside and called poor white trash. Why would you do that? Why would you label somebody trash? Why would you call someone an alien and they're not an alien? They're human. They're just from another country. So to me, an alien is another life form that's not human. These are humans, and you're giving them these titles and these names that are degrading simply because they're not one particular race or rich and white or with blonde hair and blue eyes or whatever that foolishness is. People are people. God created people. And if I believe our common enemy is supposed to be the devil himself, but we're too busy fighting each other and giving him credit. So my goal is to help people build up their thing. And yeah, I would really like to move into an area that is majority black and prominent and well doing and looks amazing. That when that happens, that's gonna be like, okay, I want to move into or build a community that is predominantly Hispanic and nice. But I don't want it to just be exclusive. I'm just tired of it being one way and where we can't have our own stuff. So if I want to go get my nails done or my hair done and I want to go to a certain area and get it done, it's not because I got to go to the white neighborhood to get it at the best quality. I just want to go to my neighborhood up the street and get the very same best quality and support my black sister or brother, whoever it is. Or if I want some really good Mexican or Italian food, I want to go to that neighborhood, and it be okay. And I want them to come to us. I want us to just be people, going to see people, do what people do, loving on people. So I want to knock out this one race rule thing. It's just us ruling together in Jesus' name, you know. And you don't necessarily have to believe. We will respect whatever. Of course, it will be a clause in my community. The one God we do serve is Jesus. So if it's really offensive, then you may not want to be here because I'm not changing it. But
That's right.
I won't
That's right.
stop. I won't stop you in the same way I don't stop you. I'm asking you not to stop me. But I'm not
That's
gonna.
right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna change it. That's just what we do. Now we welcome everybody. It's up to you. We're not gonna try and persuade you or nothing. But we ask the same thing in return. So. I'm just so done with all the stupid racisms and people was like reverse racism. Reverse racism means racism doesn't exist. Racism isn't exclusive to one race. It's when any race decides that they hate another race simply because of the race or the color of their skin. I said, and that's universal. So when you have reverse racism, it's simply people deciding they don't want to be racist anymore. I was like, I really need for us to look up the words we're using and use them correctly. Because reverse means to go backwards. So.
That's right. So
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I believe everybody is facing a struggling period at this point. It seems like everybody is going through something hard where this happens and that happens, and while you're fixing this and that, those over there happen. And you only have two hands and 2 feet, and you're trying to plug up one hole, and then another leak springs, and you're like, wow. So I'm praying that things get better for people all the way around.
So as a vocalist and a speaker, I know about your writing, okay? So when did this decision come into fruition about you using that talented gift of voice through actual voice in speaking and also in singing?
Oh, wow. I've been singing my whole life. Actually, I sang first, my dad said, and then I talked. So I've been wanting to sing since probably before I was born. Speaking is new. I always imagined I would be speaking, like I would pretend when I was a kid, but I never really thought it would happen because I always saw me singing first before I ever spoke. And I said, okay, if I got to give a testimony in between songs or tell a story in between songs, I can do that. But to have it where I'm only speaking and that's all I'm doing, I never thought I would do that. And so I'm getting used to that. And I like it. I didn't know I would like it. So I was like, okay, I can do this. But yeah, that's been with me since I was a little, very little.
So after your first speaking engagement, or what was it, or could you say a little bit about what it was about, and then how did you feel leading up versus after the experience, and then from that one to your next one?
The first time I really spoke was in church. My pastor said that he wanted to make sure we would be able to, because the Bible instructs us to all go and teach, the gospel. So I was speaking and I found out I over prepared, but that was cool with me. I'd rather over prepare than under prepare. And I don't know, it was just something lit up on the inside of me because I wanted to do it again. And I thought I would be so nervous that I would never want to do it again. But I was like, I want to do this again. Because I used to think, you give me a mic, I will sing anything, anywhere. You give me a mic, ask me to speak, I'm just going to stand there and look at you. Be like, can we sing a song, please? But the more I've done it, I've really adjusted with speaking through Toastmasters. Actually, no, not this Monday. There'll be a couple of Mondays before I speak again, but I'm getting more comfortable and relaxed with the speaking part of things, presenting topics and subjects and solutions, etc. And it's fun. I didn't realize I could have so much fun speaking. And I'm funny. I'm, I can make people laugh. I can tell a joke too. So it's fun.
I love it. I love it. So after that first experience, you had some more experiences. How was your talk or your message received? Did some people run up like, "Hey, girl, you did that," or "Hey, sister," blah, blah, blah. Like, what, what was it? How was it received? You think?
Well, yeah, they people said they were encouraged and thank you for getting them back to where they needed to be. I wasn't expecting it. When in Toastmasters, when I gave the speech, people were complimentary. Of course, you also get how to do better. Uh, so I got those, but the message I was trying to give was received. And that was good because I was nervous that I had missed it, but turns out I didn't. So yeah, the last one I did was on. Uh, okay, it was the one before the last one, and they said I could do it on anything, so I did it on stage fright. And I found out people had stage fright that I never thought would have stage fright. Like, why you? You speak with so much confidence, or you it's like you get up there and you just command the stage. I am here, stage, obey me. You know, I am the one you are to listen to. And then you walk off the stage. Like, I did that. So to know that they had stage fright was shocking. But she said it was encouraging and so many people deal with stage fright. And I said, well, if you think about it, a lot of the famous people deal with it as well, like Beyonce or Janet Jackson or, people you would just never imagine get stage fright before they go on stage. And they are amazing because they love what they do more than the fear of the thing. And so that's the way I started looking at it, because I did it for me. Because I used to get so much stage fright before speaking that I would literally forget my speech. And so I said, I'm going to do a thing on stage fright. And I went completely out of the box the way I introduced the speech and everything. And I was scared the whole time, but I had a good time. So when I did that, I said, I can do this. So yeah, it was, I get a lot of good feedback so far.
And you're still writing, and you wrote everything under the sun. What motivates you to continue to write, and have you shifted in your topics in regards to what you write about, or what stories are you sharing nowadays?
Um, I feel like if I stop writing, I stop living, so to speak. And the stories have changed to where, like, I was walking home from the store yesterday and got a story idea just like that. I was daydreaming, and it's called No Greater Love. And it's about a young man whose life was saved by his best friend, which of course is a dog. And the way that it's being written is um, this one lady, it's me. I have 3 boys. I have a set of twins and I have a younger one. Well, it's around the twins' birthday, and I'm finally in the financial position to not only celebrate them together, but celebrate them individually because, they're individuals too. They're not just twins. So the first twin is like, I want to go to Canada and I want to do these things because he's in the filming industry and Canada has the area he wants to thrive in. And so I said, okay, we'll go to Canada, check it out. And we just explored Canada. We went to places, well, of course, we've never been before because I only visited Canada a little bit, not a lot. And we did just everything he wanted to do, I was able to do. We get to his twin brother, and everything in the world is blocking. But I didn't know that his twin brother was planning to surprise me. I'm like, how do you surprise your mom on your birthday? Okay. So I had planned on getting him this dog because when he was in high school, 9th grade, he wrote, or it was probably middle school, but he wrote this persuasive speech about how he should get a dog. And so I got him one, but unfortunately the dog passed. So I was like, I'm going to make it up to him and I'm going to get him this dog. And so I go to buy the dog and someone else has bought it. And I was like, wow. And I go to try and get tickets because he wanted to go to Florida. And everything that could go wrong went wrong. And I couldn't get the tickets. And then he was all of a sudden having to work. And I was like, what? But I didn't know he was trying to surprise me by coming to where I am. And he was the one who bought the dog because he was going to surprise me with the dog and everything. So it was his dog. He was just going to show me that he was okay or whatever. And I was like, whatever, okay. I can't make this happen and I'm frustrated. And I'm in the parking lot of a store. I finally get to the store to do something. And I see this pit bull going to attack this man. But I hear Holy Spirit say, don't hit the dog. And I just slam on the brakes. And as the dog jumps up on the man, he's about to shoot someone, but the dog takes the bullet. And so it just goes from there. I guess if I told the whole story, nobody would buy the book. So I'm going to stop here. But yeah, I got that yesterday just walking home from the store. So the stories keep coming. I'm still republishing, and I guess publishing because they're still new since no one has bought them yet. Um, so I will have a whole lot of books by December of this year on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
That's amazing. Is there gonna be like some? You having a vision board party? You know, is there gonna be like a relaunching, rededication party? You know.
I had one of those back in March. No, it was April 15th.
Mm,
And unfortunately, no one showed, but I still had a good time.
okay.
So um, hopefully, when I do the next one, I said I was going to wait until I at least got the original 150 up. And then if I have any extra, I will just, bring those up at that time. But I at least want to get the original 150 put up. And then I'll try relaunching again.
Okay. Okay. Let me clap it up. See, this is boss lady status right here. Okay. She's singing, she's speaking, she's writing, she's insurancing. You understand what I'm saying? She's doing all other things. And she funny, she got mad jokes, okay? So don't let this demeanor fool you, okay? She got mad jokes. This is a brilliant, on fire spirit for our Lord and Savior. You understand what I'm saying? I got mad love and respect for her. Okay? Real. So for those young creatives that are out here right now that may think, you know, I have these ideas and I want to write this book or I want to sing this song or I want to begin to speak and who's going to listen to me and who's going to read my books and who's going to listen to my songs. What do you have to say to those young creatives out here?
I am here for you. I am your coach. I've had those same questions. If you want to know the truth, I still have those questions, especially when it's hard and when no one shows and you feel like, well, why do I keep going? What am I doing this for? And it's not that it's not meant for you to do. There are times where God may be testing your consistency, which I believe is where I am, where God will see, will I keep going or will I give up? And you may not have just reached your audience yet, but if you stop, your audience won't find you. What if they are in a position where they're not able to look for you or they don't know about you until they find you one day? And then if you stop, they'll be like, well, I didn't know or whatever. So don't stop. Get started. Start anywhere. Start in the middle. Start at the end. Start anywhere. Anywhere is a good place to have your beginning. And start with what you have. You don't have to wait for that perfect moment. I am still working on that with me today. Not waiting on to feel the perfect way, because if you wait to feel like it, you never will. Not waiting on the weather to be perfect. I'm not waiting to have the perfect amount of money for the perfect person. You do it anyway, and perfection comes to you. It's funny how that works. If you build it, they really will come. So, yes, my beginning may not be all glamorous and fabulous yet, but it is in the making. And I have some things written down um, that I'm looking forward to. I am looking forward to getting my office building. I am looking forward to just working with different people in different areas, especially in areas that we have not had the privilege of being educated in or that we think is not important. So just do it. If you need my help, I'm right here. And I am willing to serve you so we can get together and talk about how that happens. Am I free? No, but I'm worth it.
Told y'all she was boss lady now. Okay. Okay. All right. So the last question I asked before we wrap it up, the need for balance and self care. You got over 150 books. You singing, you got insurance going on, you coaching, all of these things. You know what I'm saying? How do you find the time, or is there a time? About the ability for balance and self care. Is that important to you?
Oh my gosh, there's always time. You have to make time. You have to decide, okay, I've worked for this many hours, so it's me time. If you don't decide to take the me time, then people will take advantage, or life will take advantage of you. It doesn't even have to be people, because circumstances will come up and you will be in panic mode and you'll be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And it's not going to be worth it, because you're going to make yourself sick or whatever, worried about something that may never even happen or may not even be as bad as you think. So always take time. I am learning how to do that. I'm getting better at it. Like recently, I've just been celebrating. Like my birthday was August 3rd, but I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do. So I'm doing a little something every day this month. I didn't have my birthday cake till around the 15th, but that was fine. I didn't have um, a lot of stuff, but there was some things I did get. So I'm just enjoying it one day at a time. I have a friend whose birthday was the 11th. I got to take her out and we celebrated our birthdays together. So do what you can with what you have. Don't put it off, because the more you put it off, the more you're not going to do it. I used to have a bad habit of saying I'll do it later, until I realized the later will never come if I don't sit down and do it. So, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today, and then take the time to celebrate the little thing. Like I passed the first half of my life insurance test, or I have one more exam to go. So I celebrated the first pass. Take time out for you, because if you don't, nobody else will. And when you pass, or if you happen to pass because of whatever, they're going to probably mourn you for all of 5 minutes and then go back to their regularly scheduled channels. So celebrate you, and make sure you give yourself flowers as well. I know, the saying is give people their flowers while they're living. If nobody gives you flowers, go get your own. I have some flowers that I plan on planting when I get my house, or just in the area where I can plant flowers. So you may have to do it for yourself at first, and it's fine. Um, right now, I feel it's just it's not a team of me. It's God, the Trinity, and then me. But eventually, the more I do, the more I will grow, the more He will send me whoever. But I'm not going to stop, not anymore, because that used to be the thing I did when I got discouraged. And I just want to encourage you that I'm here with you. You're not by yourself. You got me, and I will give you the best of me, to where you feel like you're probably not paying me enough, but that's okay, because I would rather build you up and get you on your feet. And part of paying me will be if you go out and do the same for someone else. So come on in. Don't be scared. I don't bite.
I love it. I love it. So, final thoughts to the family. Acknowledgments, shout outs, where people can find you, where they can find your work, how they can connect with you to
Okay.
leverage your services, and social media and all of that stuff.
I am on Facebook. As you can see, my name there, Genisha Morton. Just inbox me. I will be at DO Seafood in Memphis October 8th for the Vision Board Party. Actually, it's called a Vision Party. And we will do different things such as create vision boards, vision journals, vision videos. It's going to be fun. You should come see it. Tickets are sold on Eventbrite, so go ahead and get your ticket. My first 10 people, I feed you and I give you a free journal. It'll be a thing where you can put in your own dates and times and stuff, so you're not limited. So it's going to be awesome. Come get you something to eat, come create visions, create a video, and have fun meeting other people. You never know who you're going to meet. And I'm also putting together a seminar conference for next year. It'll be at the Doubletree Hotel in Memphis, and it's called Count It All Joy. And we're going to learn to shift our focus. We're going to learn to be consistent and choose our words wisely, because we are the number one reason we are not where we want to be. Simply because of this thing right here. Yeah, and this one. And when these two conspire against you, there is nothing more powerful, because God is not going to override your will. So you got to watch it. Because what this says comes from the heart. And it usually starts up here. So you will see posts about Count It All Joy. I'm also on Instagram as author Genisha Morton. I am on TikTok. I know, right? TikTok. And Twitter under Mysterious Blue Z. Let's see. TikTok, I believe, is my name. I have to look. I believe it's my name, though. If it's not my name, it might be Blue Olive, but that is also my author name, Blue Olive, BLEUOLIVE. You can find me on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So go get your books. And if you want more, just inbox me on Facebook and we will talk. I also have a business phone number, and I forgot what that was. So it's posted on my business page, Vision Dreamers LLC on Facebook. So you can see the phone number there. And I believe that's everywhere. I'm everywhere social media. I'm even on LinkedIn under my name. I think that's everybody. You might can Google me now. I haven't done it yet, but you might can Google me now too.
We can. We can.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
Just
was gonna say
Google. Okay.
that might be a thing. So you might can Google me.
Right.
I think that's everything. But you guys, it is awesome to be who you were designed to be. So don't be afraid to step out there. If not me, and I can find you somebody, I can do that too. Because I work with amazing people and I'm connected to some awesome people. So come on in.
Come on in. Okay. And we gotta have you back like closer to the event. One more time, create one more call to action
Okay.
with the family to get everybody excited. You know, some of the people you connected with, whoever, however that works, and this event will be a success. You know, because everybody has sight, but few have vision. So we got to get the sight calibrated and turn the sight into vision, so we can have sight beyond sight. So thanks to you and the work that you do, and look forward to more amazing work from you in the future. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, because you made my day with all of this sunshine that you brought up in here. And
Cool.
we're going to be live in 13 minutes. You know, we got another show going on from 12 to 8. So we will be in the building from 12 to 8 today and tomorrow.
Okay.
So thank you
Cool.
again for your time.
Okay. My pleasure.
All right.
All right.
Have a great one.
You too. Bye.
Right, y'all, we are going to be live in 13 minutes. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another got it done. All right.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
that
to the
motive
gritty
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.